Guys, the topic of today's video is cursed tools. Ba-bam! Here's another one. Kinda still little. Something about life and shit. Yo, what's up, guys? And today's topic, I already mentioned before, right? Yeah, cursed tools. In Jujutsu Kaisen, we know that there's like a lot of cursed tools that are being used, and especially the ones who mostly use them are the ones who don't have like the cursed energy type shit. So that would be Maki and that would be Toji, right? And so basically they are strong by themselves, but they still use cursed tools, which amplifies their power like 2000 times more and shit like that. And yeah, metaphysically, allegorically speaking, what are cursed tools? So we know that for you to make a cursed tool, you have to embody it with cursed energy, and I guess the stronger is the cursed energy that you embody, the stronger is the cursed tool itself, right? So in this case, as I said before, I'll rather stand up. I cannot sit and talk. Yeah, but I'm in a nice place though, like a little parky. Yeah, so basically, as I mentioned before, like cursed energy is like basically your emotions, your thoughts, your attention that you put towards stuff, and that little rushy energy that goes with it, that flow. So with that taking in consideration, cursed tool is something in which, let's say, a tool in which an object, a subject, and other thingy in which you embody your cursed energy, right? So there's like a lot of representation. So basically that would mean that you embody, you put your emotions, you put your thoughts, you put your ideas, you put your life low-key into something. You do it like low-key every day. You get attached to different stuff, to different, as a kid or even, you get attached to different like toys. For now, I would say you get attached, not attached, but you have different emotions associated with different things in your life. So something you care about more, something you care about less. That's also like a cross energy. But a very good example that I would bring is when you, for example, are listening to music, right? You're listening to music, and that specific song, you draw pictures. Let's say you are listening to some vibey, late summerish type of music, and you put a lot of summer associations into it. So every time when you listen to this song again and again, later, even in winter, in spring, the summer that will be next year, you will get that maybe emotion, but you will get that nostalgic feeling, or you will get those pictures which were associated with the song, Loki, you know. So it's like the same as I mentioned before, you going through the cycles, you building a ground, you planting the seeds there, and they just grow and shit like that. So yeah, so they're basically like association. So you have this like cursed tools like everywhere. You yourself do them, you put them into different things. For example, even like when you dress and before you go out, you may make some affirmations right before you go out, so you will not get lost when you're outside. Before you're doing a project or you're doing a presentation, you repeat everything again and again and again, and you just run through your mind how that presentation will look like, and what you will put first, what you will put second, what you will put third. Loki, that's you putting cursed energy into something. I would say in this case that would be you putting cursed energy into you. But you can put your cursed energy into different subjects, right? As I said, music. As I said, other different things, as It could be your plans, it could be your friends, it could be your everything. And like I even have a post on my Instagram. Maybe I'll also do a video about that too, just because this is just only curse tools, but to be honest, this is just like one of the representations of the energy itself, which is like ghosts that you, or golems, or curse tools that you create, or aka you embody curse energy in just tools, right? So then you can use it as already a curse tool. And as I said before, also like sorcerers, they're the one who know how to use curse spirit or just curse energy. Therefore, they are not wasting it, and you are also like embodying cursed energy into tools. Therefore, later you can use it, aka you can bring a nostalgic feeling back. If that's a song, you can remind yourself how it was before, aka affirmations, or just practice before, like presentation and shit like that, and shit on. And yeah, and about my G page, and on my G page you have ghosts, right? Ghosts that follow you, and you create those ghosts. So every time when you'll get lost low-key, those ghosts will remind you of something. And that can be yeah, and ghost tools like can be even the stuff that you wear. I'm not wearing something today, but I usually wear like bracelets and shit like that. And you can embody your attention into that, everything what you want it to represent, right? And different, so basically even flags, anthems, symbols, alphabets, colors, all this different shit is like a curse tool which has some type of energy behind it, which was put inside of it for it to be as it is, right? So if you're the one who created that curse tool, and the more people it affects, so for example, when every person looks at red, he associates red with something, you know. So the more people associate this particular symbol with something that you created and not what they own created, then you have the power of this, like, so you are the ruler of this tool, low-key, you know. The others may not even be able to approach that curse tool because they won't have the power for them to overtake that curse tool, because you have the most power over it at this moment, right? It's something similar to, like, if you have seen Naruto, Kisame, he had this like blade, right? But this blade, not everybody was able to handle this blade due to the fact that this blade took a lot of energy, a lot of chakra, and Kisame had a lot of chakra for him to be able to maintain it. It's something similar like that, you know. So yeah, and yeah, and this like curse tools you have everywhere, as I said before. You can embody yourself, make it for your. So for example, even the same symbol. Let's say you have maple leaf, right? A maple leaf. As we know, maple leaf associates with like Canada, or it associates with Maple Leafs hockey team, or it associates with maple syrup and shit like that. But you, for yourself, can do your own representation what will maple leaf will mean. So you embody your own curse energy into it. So for example, for you, a maple leaf may mean like, I don't know, fall or something, you know, or like happiness, or like a no, or destruction. And depending on what you put inside, it will remind you of that, if you are wearing it or something like that, you know. Like shamans also did that before, like I know in USA back then, Indians, Native Americans, they were dressing up as like, you know, they had like different, they had crows on their heads, they had feathers on their heads, and like bulls, bisons and shit like that. And every time when they were dressing in a particular type of way, they were kind of playing that energy. So this kind of outfit that they were wearing, it was like a representation and a reminder of them when they go out in the streets, for them not to forget who they are representing today, or what they are represented as today, you know. So yeah, because like as I mentioned before, like maybe, and I will mention maybe a lot of times, as soon as you go out, a lot of shit, like you can forget very fast everything that you had in your mind when you were at home, right? So maybe to some degree you need something for you to remind you of, like, yeah, don't forget that you are on a diet and you don't have to go to McDonald's and buy some shit just because you're passing it and it smells pretty good, you know, shit like that. And you'll be like, you're just like, let's say you're walking the street and you're like, okay, you're at home and you're like, I'm on a diet, I'm on a healthy diet, I don't have to eat this. Because at your home you don't have those things, you know. Even at your home you have only, let's say, greens and leaves and vegetables and fruits and shit like that. That's the only shit that you have at home. But as soon as you go out, you have all this, like, you go, let's say, to the shop to buy some water, and then you have different type of liquids which you would not drink if you would be at home. Different type of foods which you will not eat if you would be at home, because you don't have them at home, you know, and they don't distract you. But as soon as you went out, you have a lot of distractions due to the fact that you're not in your comfort zone anymore, you know. And therefore you may need like a little reminder that reminds you like them. Like, you know, you just like walk on the street and you're like, oh yeah, this little bracelet reminds me that I have to stay on my way and not eat some trash food because I'm on a diet and shit like that. And you'll be like, yeah, okay. And shit like that. Even it low-key reminds me of like trip sitters, right? The ones who, when you have people tripping like off shrooms or LSD, you have one guy who is sober and he is like a trip settler, I don't know. When everybody goes wild and think that everything what happens in their mind is real, he's the one who to tell them like, nah guys, just chill out, you're just tripping out, but nothing is what you think is real, and shit like that. And that doesn't only has to be like a person, that also can be like also a little bracelet or a little drawing, you know, like when you'll go crazy and you'll just like do with your hands like that and shit, and you at one moment you'll just stop and you'll see some shit on your hand, like drawing symbol, and you'll be like, huh, what, why did I draw this symbol? Ah yeah, exactly, I drew the symbol for me to remind myself that I'm on a trip and I don't have to go crazy and just be like, would I see this in real life if I would not trip? And you're like sitting there and like, nah, not really. Then okay, that's not shit, then that shit is not real, shit like that, you know. But yeah, and yeah, of course with time, you may not even need to have no symbols anymore, you know, because you will get through that routine of reminding yourself of this like little particular, let's say, diet in this case, moment every day. Therefore you in the future will not need to remind yourself, because you already are used to this so much. It's like so deep in your routine that you don't have to wear anything for you to have it as a reminder, right? So yeah, and that's like, so that's basically what's curse energy, metaphysically, allegorically, metaphorically speaking. There's like different types of cursed tools that they have there. Maybe I'll break it down. I will see what's the difference between them all. If they're low-key all similar, then I may just like write it in the comments or something, you know, what means what here under this video. If not, if there's like a reason for me to do a whole video about the different curse tools that they have in Jujutsu Kaisen, then I may do it, shit like that, you know. But yeah, and what else I wanted to show, I will show you something then too. Yeah, and what else, yeah. So basically, with this information, now that you know that you can also embody your own curse energy into curse tools, you can try to play with it, you know. You can try to, if something is not benefiting you as a symbol with its curse tools, aka some symbol and its representation, associations to it that you have, if it's not benefiting you, or it's something that you don't actually fuck with, then then I cannot switch it. Okay, then I would say change, put your own curse energy into it. Of course, the more popular the symbol, the harder it will be for you to remind yourself about even your curse energy that you embodied into that overall curse tool. But you can try, you can try to change your associations with different symbols. You can try to change different even like songs that you had, you know. You can like, yeah, I mean like symbol, I'm talking about the symbol in general. Like it can be a song, it can be a picture, it can be an emotion, it can be a vision, it can be, I don't know, a representation of something, and shit. It's just like a symbol. I actually mean what I actually mean with the word symbol, like clamor, I don't know how to call that, like quote marks, you know. You can put anything into that shit, doesn't matter what, even a feeling or something, and your associations with that feeling, you know, and shit like that. Yeah, so you can play with that. Also be aware of, you can actually also go on the streets like few times. I mean like when you're walking and shit like that, just looking around on the overall curse tools or symbols that you see all around, and just see what type of energy it brings within of you, you know. As for example, when, let's say, you are feeling bad, or you're feeling wrong when you, for example, throw paper into the plastic area, when you recycle shit like that, you know, when you feel like guilty, yeah, and you feel guilty straight away, just peep those type of energies low-key, and peep the symbols that they are coming from, you know, peep the cross energies that they're coming from, and then you can tie the whole kind of line thread of seeing who was the one who put that cross, who embodied that tool, that symbol with cross energy, and you will see who are the real magicians are, and who are the real sorcerers are. But still, yeah, they all gay. But yeah, wait. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I already showed you like two symbols already, and I'm just walking in the park. They just have like a little thingies, you know. You see, like this guy. They low-key, the guy before with the cross on his head, they both low-key are Slavic, so they're like from Slavic times and shit, when you had pagans and people worshipping suns, moons, and all this other crap. But they turned, ooh, yeah, but they turned them to be they baptized them, they made them Christian, you know. Like that's how you had back in the history, like, so for example, like if you some holidays you're still not worshipping, but like you're still celebrating, right? Even though those holidays were back from the times even before Christian and shit like that. And that's how it was taken. So like low-key, let's say Christians came to the land. So for example in Mexico it was the same. I think the same shit was like, for example, in how you name that, in Slavic countries, where for example somebody came in and they were like, oh, like your gods and shit, there's like a wedding, your gods and shit, they're low-key similar to our gods, and we have like this type of innovations. Let's maybe change our god into your god, because it's the same kind of thingy, but you'll just praise our god. And that's how then you lose low-key power, because you are giving up your own beliefs, because it doesn't sound like something very big, right, and very important, but the fact alone that you're giving your belief away, your own power of your imagination, your creativity, that you're giving it away to praise or celebrate someone else's creativity and beliefs, plays a very big role when you go deeper into like the psyche and shit. If like you already give your creativity away, then it doesn't cost nothing for you to go under the whole system, right? Because you already gave everything what you have. You gave everything what is your actually power. Your actual power is your creativity, low-key. Because if you're being you and you're unique to yourself, if I can say that, then you are different from all the other guys, because everyone is unique to some degree, and everyone's uniqueness has its own creativity, and therefore you'll never be somebody else, you know. You'll never be the same rapper, you'll never be even compared, because you're your own shit, you're your own genre of music, you're your own types of films, you're your own